Finished writing and submitting my children's books to publishers, so I need to decide what I'm gonna write next. I got two options. You guys can help me decide. Okay, here's what we got. So the first one is like my long-term writing passion, like my big project that I've been working on for a very long time, and I kind of keep going back to it over and over. But I used to like fly a lot for work, so I'd always like write this on the plane. It's like 21,000 words right now, like 30-something pages. It's kind of like it's like a fantasy style kind of hero's journey formula, but I don't want to just like stick to those tropes. So it's gonna, it's gonna subvert those a little bit. But it's about this. It's about dreams, basically. It's all about dreams. I love dreams, the concept of them. Dreams is what got me into psychology in the first place, which is like what my major was, and that's why I love all that. And what's really fun for me when I write that is that any of the dream sequences in the book are actual dreams that I've had in real life, because I have a fuck ton of dreams, a lot of lucid dreams. I love dreaming, and it's really fun for me to write that because it's like I get to use my own stuff for it. So it kind of creates this like fun fantasy style journey around that, and I want that to be like that's gonna be like a book, like a novel. Like I said, I'm like 30 pages in, and I'm like this much done out of like what I want to write. That's a very big project for me. But I fit it eventually, but I don't know when. The second one, which I was actually working on this morning, because I think it's what I'm gonna do next. But you guys think it's a horror short story. Because last year I got inspired to try like my hand at horror stuff. Because I love anything horror. I love scary movies. I love scary things. I love when I have nightmares. They're so much fun, and like I wanted to try my hand at like writing something like that. It's not a sci-fi book, but it has like a semi-sci-fi presence. But it's basically lab-grown specimen takes control of a person's body. Now this lab-grown specimen, which, it's I call him Scratch. It's this thing grown from scratch, has like no premise for anything, right? So it takes over this host's body. Now he has all its thoughts and memories, and it's kind of like trying to grasp, like, well, it's like going through different like philosophies, right, of how it views this doctor's decisions and like why it thinks certain things and how it's gonna react to stuff, and it like goes through these like, just if you were like a brand new thing, how would you handle the premise of like human marriage? How would you handle the premise of like I don't know, anything? It's gonna explore all those things. But like I said, it is a horror novel, horror short story. So Scratch's conclusions that he comes to might not be the best. I feel like I didn't explain that super well, but it's because I'm still kind of like working out some of it. Like I have like the scenes and the beats and the things that I know I want to hit on, but that's only like 9 pages in right now, and I need to figure out how I want to. I know the beginning. I know there's these really cool scenes that I've done already, and there's like a big scene happening right now where basically the specimen that's taken over the doctor's body, it's like going home for the night to the family, and what is Scratch gonna do? Like I'm trying to build up this big question of like, how is Scratch gonna handle like interacting with like the family, and like from describing some of like Scratch's feelings, it kind of I want to have it to have like a little bit of suspense of like not knowing what he's gonna do, because as Scratch as a newborn specimen is still like very pragmatic, and he's like, well, if there's no use for these people, I don't know, just fucking kill them, because otherwise what are they there for? Just taking up resources or something. But like building up that idea, and then of course the doctor is just watching helplessly as this happens. So like the scariness of being forced to watch this like unknown monster specimen thing interacting with your family and not knowing what he's gonna do. That's the big scene that's playing out right now at dinner. And then I know how it's going to end, but there's like that extra third of the book in between that I kind of know, but I don't exactly know how I want it to carry through, or like whatever other philosophical thought schools that Scratch is going to go through when he's determining how people are or think, or like what is the point of humanity, and etc. Anyway, that's some yammering about what I've been doing. What do you guys think? How are you? Did you have a good day? Okay.